What's up, everybody? Fire Chicken here at the scrapyard, and you're kicking it with chicken. Decided to grow my hair out. I just got a Trans Am, so figured the mullet would match the Trans Am. How's everybody doing tonight? I'll take this off whenever I get enough people want me to take this thing off. All right, guys. So this is Kicking It with Chicken. Basically, I sit here and have a conversation with you guys. You can tell me what you want to see different, changes made, what you like, what you don't like. I'm here to listen to you. Okay. I don't have like a whole lot wrote down to talk about tonight. So if you guys want to get some questions together, I'd be happy to answer them. Anderson, let's see. Could you check out our fights? There's a kid named Anderson. OFA. Are you sure you want me to check him out? Last person, let's see. Put a link to your channel on here. Last person I had check out their fights, I said needed a lot of work, and they didn't like that. They said a bunch of crappy things about my channel. So, yeah. But, post a link to it really quick, and I'll check it out. Where are you located? Send it to scrapyardfighting at Gmail. Hey, Too Explosive, what's up? Monkey, hey, we got two of our fighters in here. So when you send that to me, I'll pull it up really quick and look at it. Running Man, I know, dude, I grew this out since the last time I seen you, Running Man. It goes with the Trans Am. I know, but it's just, I don't feel like doing all that work, to be honest. I'm working all day, so like I just want to relax. Okay, are you Wolf? No. You're not Wolf. Scrapyardfighting at Gmail. Just send me a message really quick on there. Link to the fights. I think it matches the new car, so screw the haters, right? Okay, guys, our videos. It kind of works, right? All right, guys, our videos. So I'm going to talk about what happened at our last event. I should at least make it fit. Hey, what's up? You like it, huh? Oh, geez. I'm fucking getting powers. That's probably one of my favorite shows ever. Eastbound and Down. Look it up. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Oh. Hey, you know what else is coming up? Halloween. And I want to do, it's not a wig, Buddy V. How dare you insult me like that? This is all natural. The carpet matches the drapes. Yes, the date is September 25th. September 25th. That's our next fights. All right. Speaking of which, Gash is wanting to come out for the fights and fight again. Dude, I gotta look this up. Come on, man. Scrapyardfighting at Gmail. You should be able to send it. Okay, I'm getting off task here. When I go Super Saiyan. Yeah, only Super Saiyan 3 though. Okay. So Halloween's coming up. I kind of want to do a thing where, maybe we dress up a little bit. I think that'd be fun. And then punch each other in the face. I know Gumby, he's not on here, but Gumby would love it if I wore my chicken head. Oh, speaking of, okay, I'm pointing to this. I got this shirt right here from Shinigami himself. He said there's only like 2 of those in existence. That's what Shinigami left me for coming out. Badass guy. We had some drinks and stuff after the event. Wedo, me, him, Brickhouse, Anomaly, Gash, Short Round. Probably forgetting somebody else too. Anyway, it was great. I had too many shots, but you'll fight for Halloween. Everyone should fight in costume, especially Crazy Legs. What's up, Gash? Just mentioned you. I know you didn't drink. I said you were there. I didn't say you drank. But I got to do some rounds with Shinigami boxing. A face covered like a mummy. That'd be funny. I actually have a Sasquatch onesie outfit, like a pajama onesie thing. I bought it right when the hot weather started, so I haven't even been able to wear it more than like 30 seconds. Anyway, I got some rounds in with Shinigami while I was here. I got the footage. I got 3 rounds with him boxing. What do you guys think? He's a big name. Should I put that on the main channel, on my channel, on this channel, or should I put it on my alternate channel? And if you didn't know, I want you guys to sub to it because I throw up content on my other channel. So I'm gonna also gotta look this guy's YouTube up really quick. That's funny. Let's see here. I'll link this to you guys. I put a grappling match on there today with me and Lone Wolf. Maine. I think it deserves it. Too Explosive versus Doughboy is great, but the problem is that Doughboy can't make it out for a couple months. Now, listen, I'm going to talk about this really quick. I'm going to be all over the place tonight as far as what I'm talking about. And nobody get offended if I bring them up or whatever. I'm not meant to. I just have to talk about some things, okay? Hey, Real Lion, we got a champ in the house. So if you come to the scrapyard to fight and you win a belt, you're under the same guidelines as anybody else in the scrapyard. Okay, you still have to defend it every 3 months. If you can't, there's only a couple exceptions to why somebody wouldn't have to defend their title. Such as if somebody got injured in their fighting for one of their title defenses or whatever, and they injured themselves and they needed time to recover. I'm not going to take your belt away from injuring yourself in a fight. So, like in the case of like Real Lion, dude, I'm not going to take your belt away from you. Morningstar, what's up? Hey, bro. Look at that haircut. So I'm not going to take your belt away, but you got to figure that these belts have to get defended every 3 months. So I mean, if you're going to travel a lot, you just got to consider that. I mean, it's still a requirement, regardless of how far. Maybe I give you like an extra month. Samaritan, geez, you guys are just all over this. Great. Maybe if you're traveling, I might give you an extra month. But anything more than that, you're in line for it, man. Let me ask you guys something. What about people that have some wins? So I want to start I want people to start getting belts. I want title holders for all my weight classes and everything. So here's the stipulations. If you're a title holder, you got to defend it every 3 months. If you're traveling, maybe every 4 months. I actually made all this up online the other day on the Facebook group. My train of thought gets derailed all the time. No limit in the house. Where's that grappling match, bro? Oh, I thought you wanted to grapple. I'll grapple you. I'll grapple you on the 25th, okay? Are you going to fight on the 25th? You're riding a 2-fight winning streak, bro. Besides, the fans are saying that I don't grapple people that are good enough. And you won pretty convincingly your next. Oh, did you get it sent to me? Let's see. Do you guys know where the address for the local fight will be? So I'll be able to make it soon. Okay, this is what I'm asking, guys. Say you got somebody like Epic Tan, who's like on a winning streak, right? And say I would like him to fight for the title, but if I don't have anybody step up, then does he just not get the title? What do you think's fair? Do you think that I should give out titles if there's no title holder in that current spot? So listen, if you're going to be a title holder, you got to consider this. You will fight anybody. When I get a hold of you and say, "Hey, you're fighting Pookie," you're going to be like, "Yeah, okay." I mean, Josiah. Tournaments don't work out that great, and here's why: because you gotta have people showing up to multiple events, and sometimes it's tough. You know who'd be a good fight for you for that title? Too explosive, Isaiah, bro. Isaiah versus Too Explosive. Dude, that's a good match. So I wanted Scarecrow, but I think let me look this up really quick. I'm pretty sure he messaged me and said he couldn't. Um, he can't compete in September, so he's a title contender too. But I would say Too Explosive. You're at the top right now for title contention. Isaiah is up there too. He's been inactive for a little bit, but I gotta get a hold of him. Scarecrow, obviously Doughboy. The 155 division is pretty stacked. I need people for let's see. Yeah, if nobody wants to fight them, the belt goes automatically to the best in the division. Okay. I mean, I like that. Then I have people. Yeah, then okay. I'm just thinking out loud here. Sorry, guys. And if people want to dispute it, they can fight for it. Right? Isn't that what we do? I don't want a belt. I'm not going to take a belt. I'd have to fight Viking Warrior for the belt. Or let's see, who'd be 185? Ant would be the 185 MMA guy. I think he's the only one around there that Scotty Showtime. He's going to get the 170. Well, he broke his hand. I know, Morningstar. You're right there for that. So you'd be on the list for that. I think Pookie might be interested in that too, or Pony Boy. Pony Boy, you were just in here, Pony Boy. Pookie just said he wanted to come back. I think Samaritan, maybe you should look at kickboxing. See, I beat you to it. I'd like, we have a 225-pound division too. I want Kickback to fight again, but I got to find somebody for him. Let me see here. I had something I was gonna... Okay, let me talk about the videos really quick, guys. So we had an issue with our videos from this last event. Unfortunate. Dude, it was like a shot in the balls when I uploaded my footage onto the computer and looked at it. I mean, it isn't as bad as not having the footage, obviously. But it's pretty bad. And here's why. Half of the fights from the event have no sound. Morningstar, I think your fights do. Okay, your grappling match does. So here's whose matches don't have any sound. No, he can't fight in September. He has to wait till October. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like maybe Isaiah. So the Scotty Showtime fight had no sound. Did you guys think that turned out okay? Shipbird versus who was that? Shipbird versus... I just watched the fight. Oh, Jabberwocky, no sound. I just edited that one tonight. That one turned out really good. But then I got some guys like Steel McFly. I got Q-Tip versus Shrugs. That one had no sound. But look, on that fight, though, all I got to do is take their intros from a different fight and reuse them. Nobody really catches it. I mean, unless you're like religiously watching our videos. But no, I'm not going to give Dill Pickle another. I mean, it's a good idea, but I want to give him a new opponent. Monkey, a new opponent. True Grit, maybe. Oh, that would be awesome. But I reuse the intros. The problem is, okay, like the Shinigami fight with Nerd Rage, right? So everyone's like, oh, I hated that intro that Nerd Rage did. Well, that wasn't actually his intro from this fight. That was from his grappling match last month. Shinigami's was from his grappling match. But here's the problem. Some of these fighters, like, okay, Dre fought a new kid, Cobra. Cobra's never fought for us before. I don't have an opening for him. I'll check my email now. I don't have an email. Scrapyard Fighting at Gmail? Maybe I should just look. All right, hold on. This guy wants me to look this up. Let's see if it comes up. I got my filters up. It's easier to do on my phone. Channel. Okay, I found it. 9 subscribers. I'll subscribe to you. Make it an even 10. All right.
Trey, how did you make this?
Am I on the right channel? It looks like some kids wrestling. Who did you say you want me to watch? Anderson versus Taj. Let's see. I'm looking. All right. How old are you guys? You guys look really young. Okay, 14 seconds. I can't see this. So, one of you has MMA gloves on and the other one doesn't. There's no referee. I don't know, man. I yeah. I think. Listen, man. Take some advice from somebody who's been doing this for a little while now, and who's somebody that's been training for a long time. Um, get into a gym, like get your parents or somebody to get you into like wrestling or maybe some boxing classes or kickboxing or something, and learn from a good gym. You you got to be real careful because YouTube, like with what you guys are doing, you guys somebody I know it sounds really stupid, but somebody could get like really hurt. Like if you fall and you hit your head on the concrete. Um it's dangerous. I would say get some real training in. There's a lot that's involved with what I do. Like stuff that people don't even see. But I definitely encourage kids to learn some stuff though to protect themselves. Dude, get into wrestling. Like at your school, get into wrestling. I started doing a little bit of boxing when I was about probably 8 or 9. I did a match when I was 9. I got my butt kicked. Ha! I never wrestled, bro. I wish I would have. I wish I would have, but I didn't. I didn't really have anybody to push me into doing it. Wrestling is a very good base. So is boxing. I think that you need both. So my wrestling experience actually comes from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Started training that when I was about 21, and I've been training ever since. So I like over 15 years. Sorry, I was listening to something in the other room. Like 15 years I've been training. Um, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teaches you submission defense, but their takedowns and stuff are different than wrestling. Wrestling is more dominating, like top position and everything. So how I got into it was my kids got to be old enough to get into wrestling, and the head coach asked me if I would help coach, and I said yes. So I coached for about 5 years, and I learned a lot about wrestling in that time, and I've actually put it into my grappling. Um, yeah, no, I've been wrestling, been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time, and that is wrestling too. It's just not pinning and that kind of stuff. But when you coach wrestling for 5 years, you learn how to break moves down and show people. So then you actually pick it up really good. I've wrestled college wrestlers. I've wrestled state champion wrestlers. Um, I'm pretty sure Isaiah. I did a grappling match with him. I'm pretty sure he was a state champ. Gumby, college wrestler. Actually, you know what? I've never rolled with Gumby. Never gotten a chance to roll with Gumby. So that's a call out, Gumby. Um, Speaking of which, Gumby is actually fighting tomorrow night in his first sank. No, I'm not going to say sanctioned. He's fighting in his first match outside of Street Beefs. Um, I'll answer that in a minute, EJ. So, um, what was I saying? Oh, so Gumby went to fight for his coach, got him into a smoker show, which is unsanctioned. But I mean, that's like what we do out here. So I don't really understand that. Like, if you don't want your fighters fighting for street beefs, but then you'll put them in a unsanctioned fight in a smoker show, which is basically the same thing. So I don't know. I I would love to see Gumby come back, but I just gotta settle for the occasional reffing, coming out and visiting. Um, but he's a good kid, and I wish him the best. Street Beast Miami, I don't make new branches, bro. I am a branch of Street Beast Virginia, the main branch. Scarface determines whether or not people can start new branches, but he's not going to let anybody start a new branch. He just doesn't. If he knows somebody for a while, he might he might ask them, "Hey, do you want to start a branch state?" Um, but yeah, so they just did Street Beefs in Florida, I think. Esteban's doing like pop-up events everywhere. So check in on that. Do you think a wrestler can beat, or do you think wrestlers can do good in MMA if they have no striking? Well, in okay, depends on what level you're at. To be honest, like if you have no striking, man, you're gonna eat punches, and then if you're not used to getting punched, you're gonna act weird. You're gonna turn away. You might go down. You got to know how to take a punch just as much as throw one. So, um, I don't know who you're talking about. Nike Town. But anyway, you gotta have some striking in order to do MMA, in my opinion. I would suggest boxing, learning how to check some kicks. Um, Possibly. I can't wait to see him, bro. Does he train at Kitsap too? Because I know they don't like us out there. Hey, thanks for stopping in, OFA. Um, I'll, I hope you take my advice and get into a gym and get some good training in. I would like to see on your channel like training videos and stuff. That would be really cool to see, like your journey to become a good fighter. That would be really cool to see. Yeah, bro, I'm just doing my own thing out here. They're family out. We're all part of the same family. I don't know what goes on anywhere, but I've been out there a couple times. I never got that impression. Yeah, you know what though? I've talked to police about what we do out here, and um, there's nothing they can do. We're not doing anything illegal. That's why they can't do anything. We're throwing, what do you want to call it? Exhibition, sparring sessions on private property. I mean, I'm not charging anybody. I'm not paying anybody. Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting these guys. I know Jimmy goes out there every once in a while. Oh, you recorded some music? And yes, I would love a list of restaurants for Hawaii. Nainoa Dung, Bellator fighter, guys. Contacted me on Instagram. He lives out in Hawaii, and he wants to come out to the scrapyard. But I think when I go out to Hawaii, I'm going to try to meet up with him. I would love to meet up with him and do some rounds, maybe grapple with him a little bit. That would be my dream. Well, I mean, dude, like, listen, Morningstar, the more these gyms support us, the more likely I am to say, "Hey, if you're looking to get some serious training, go to this gym and train here." You know, that way you can progress your career and eventually become pro. Right now, we're not really a means to becoming pro. We're good experience, but for the most part, you want that gym to get you to that next level. It's all right. Uh, I'll listen to it. If it's like for the scrapyard, dude, I'm down. Like, I don't. It doesn't matter if it's my taste or not. Cause listen, man, Morningstar, I want what's best for the fighters. And this is me being honest. Like, I like the fact that you guys come out and fight, but I'm not trying to like hold on to you. I'm not trying to like milk you guys for everything. I want you guys to come out and get what you want to get out of the scrapyard, and then hopefully not forget us when you move up. Be like, hey, that scrapyard, they're pretty cool. They let me do some matches when I went out there, and I support what they're doing. Um, I mean, I've helped some guys get on amateur cards and stuff to fill in slots. So I'm all about working with these other gyms or these gyms. I'm not a gym, but um, I think some of them have a misconception of what we're trying to do. They think that we're just trying to like get the most views possible out of a fight, and that's not true at all. If that were true, I would be putting people up against each other that were not good matchups. I don't ever try to match people up that aren't good matchups. I always try to put fair matchups against each other. Sometimes it doesn't happen because, oh, somebody will say they're a level 1 and they're actually level 3. That happens. So, but I mean, that kind of stuff can happen at smoker shows, wherever. Um, yeah, you're true. That's true. I think that there's a lot of people that are jealous of what we're doing too, which I don't know why. Like, think about it. When these guys throw shows, how much are they charging a person to get in to watch their fights? They're charging like 40, 60 more for tickets, right? Just to come in and watch. And then once you see it, that's it. Never going to see that fight again because they don't record it or anything. Like some of the gyms and stuff, promoters. But then you got us. I don't charge anybody. I don't pay anybody. Um, so it's just putting stuff on YouTube. Hey Francisco, what's up? It's just putting stuff on YouTube, which is giving the fighters exposure. If you want to move up to the next level, get some exposure. You put someone who's never trained before fighting in the scrapyard. Wait, how long should someone who's never train before? You can get into the scrapyard if you've never trained before, and you just make it very apparent to me. Hey, I have no experience, and I will match you up with somebody with no experience. I would say, you know what? Get some training first. It doesn't hurt. At least enough to protect yourself. Um, so I had a guy come out last month, and he's like, "Well, you guys put me up against somebody too tough," but he signed up for an MMA match, and he landed on his back on the ground, but he had no idea what to do from there. Like nothing. So, I mean, you got to have like a little bit of an understand. Like, I would say a little bit of wrestling. That's Arm and Hammer, though. That I don't agree with that because we can facilitate fights for people with much less experience than that. I think what he's talking about is like, yeah, if you want to dominate and not lose any fights. But to be honest, when Arm and Hammer got in, he was already at a higher level. He was already like him and True Grit. Those guys they're already seasoned. They have professional training. They're not professionals. They have professional training. They train by professionals. Self-training, yeah. Just be careful with that. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. You do got what it takes. Thing that people don't understand is that just about everybody, just about anybody could be a pro fighter. Oh, now I'm dropping stuff. You gotta. It's about how much time you put. I would say, like with what Gash is saying, it depends on where you're training. Like if you go into a Muay Thai gym and you train for a few months, and then you train a few months of wrestling, you're probably good to go. You know what I mean? You're probably good to go in the scrapyard. Not saying. Uh, hey, I appreciate that, Ryan. We're trying. I really am. I try to listen to you guys and fix things when there's something you don't like. Um, I've always tried to listen, but now it's just like consistency. Got to give you consistent fights every month. What's up, Ray? I'm scared. Who's scared? I don't even know who he's talking about. Sorry, I'm answering questions. Coming down to AKA Ray. Who are you talking to, Ray? Somebody's been drinking. Okay. No, I don't agree with that with the wrestling thing though, man. I got into it late. Man, that always gets me. Thanks, Ray. Oh, jeez. Um, the channel. The channel's doing really well. We're almost to 45,000 subs. You guys realize that in December of last year, my goal for 2021 was 10,000? Yep, in December last year, I said I want to have 10,000 by this time next year. And now we're almost to 50,000. Now the goal is 100 because I mean that's just a nice round number, you know what I mean? And our Facebook group is blowing up. Facebook group is blowing up. And what that does is the Facebook group actually brings people over to here and it just gets the word out. I'm trying to get people to help me expand out our any title matches soon. Dude, I want to have a ton of title matches this month. A ton of them. But I got to get people matched up that can fight for the titles. There will be title fights this month. No soccer title fights, though. I don't think this is going to take off. We'll see. All right. I'll get off that. What else we got here, guys? Oh. Okay. I'm going to answer SD's question really quick here. Oh, yeah, they do. Hunter. Jeez. Tyson Fury. Okay. What made you go with the Street Beef's name? This name right here? What made me go with Street Beefs? Okay. I started watching these fights, Street Beefs, in like 2015. Got on Facebook. Hey, I find their Facebook group, right? 2015, I send Scarface a message. Maybe it was 2016. Hey, I like your stuff. Sometimes my work sends me out to Virginia. I'd like to fight there someday. Right on, bro. We'd love to have you. Okay. Fast forward to 2018. I get sent to Virginia for work. I land over in Virginia, never been there before. I hop on the phone. I say, Tyron's getting knocked out, calling it. I land in Virginia. I call up Scarface. I say, hey, I'm here. He's like, hey, we're training Friday. You want to come out and train? I said, hell yeah. Jumped in my rental car, drove 4 hours to Harrisonburg. I sparred with Iraqi Assassin, Big Ben, and Scarface. And he said, hey, next weekend we're having fights. I said, shit, man, I'm down. So I hopped in my rental car the next weekend, Saturday. I drove out there. I fought a dude named Deadpool in a boxing match. Sorry. I've been since 5. And, hell yeah, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, bro. So then I fought this guy named Deadpool. I knocked him out in probably about 30 to 45 seconds. Caught him with a hook. It was like a hook uppercut. I'll get to your guys' questions in a minute. And then Scarface said, hey, we're having fights again next month. And I said, put me down. So I got with some people. I started training. And I came out the next time. And I fought a guy named Steady Eddie. And he could take a punch. I was laying into him. And I finally caught him with a cross in the third round. It just seems like, no, I'm done. So I go home and I'm like, you know what? There's nothing like that here in Washington. So I start kind of building my own, right? Well, I start to get some Facebook members. I build a ring, doing sparring. Got the West Coast hitting me up to use my ring for events. And then I get a hold of Scarface and I'm basically like, what do you think about, me being a branch, Street Beef Scrapyard? And he liked that idea, so we went with it. I started putting my videos on his channel, and then eventually I started just putting them on my own. Nuclear welder. So I guess that's the fancy way of saying I'm just a welder. It's funny, the guy that I just fought in Virginia, A-Train, he's a welder too. And the guy that we got coming up possibly next month, Golden Hand or Golden Arms, he's a welder too. Maybe it's something like welders like to box. Moses, welder. Oh, cool. Let's see. Somebody asked me a question up here. Who's going to be your 170-pound champ for boxing? Let's see who's in there for boxing. El Giro is right in there for boxing. Somebody else too. Hey, no problem, SD. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I know that Scotty Showtime wants the 170 MMA title, 170 kickboxing. I don't know. A lot of these are open, but if I have people that have matches in the scrapyard, I might just say, "Hey, you're the new title holder." Well, he's cross trained for boxing. Come out for sparring tomorrow at 12:30. I would love to, but are you in Bremerton, Morningstar? I know you're joking, Gash. Chris, just a second. I'll get to that. Sorry, man. I'm taking my kid to a birthday party tomorrow. But listen, man, you're in Bremerton. What's your schedule look like during the week at about 3:40? Oh, well, fine. Never mind then. I won't come out. I didn't want to anyway. They'd probably barricade the doors and be like, "We're not letting that scrapyard guy in here." Um, you know where Evergreen Park is, bro? I was thinking about meeting up over there, getting some people just every once in a while. Do a few rounds of boxing. Yeah, everyone knows Real Lion now. You're famous, bro. Asian sensation. You know, I've seen his fights. I just don't. I don't remember how they went. Oh, okay. Shit, man. I'll hit you up then. El Perro, he's usually down. Tiger Dragon, I know he's recovering, but he'd probably come out and help. I got video of me sparring Tiger Dragon in that park before he was even Tiger Dragon. What's up, Warzone? I gotta look you up because I'm not staying as I'm not staying as up to date on all the fighters. Yeah. Okay. I got to say this really quick. So, you guys' videos I'm editing, I gotta say, like, don't bug me about when your fight's gonna be done. I hate that's like a pet peeve. I hate that. It's gonna be done when it's done. Sometimes I just pick. Sometimes I pick like a short one that I don't want to spend a lot of time editing. Um, So I or sometimes I want like a challenge, or I pick a long one that needs a lot of editing. Um, Sometimes I want to put more time into one, or a lot of time, or no time into it. It just depends. It's nothing personal, and please don't message me and complain that there's no slow motion of you getting the special shot in or anything like that, because it's not intentional. Especially with these ones with the lost sound, I'm having to do a lot of editing on them to get sound in them, because I shot 3 angles at this last event. Um, one of which my so one fight I have no sound for, and my secondary camera angle started the fight late, so that hurt. Third angle for some of the sound. Hey, look it up, SpongeBob versus SpongeBob. That one actually happened too. Hey, thanks. I gotta just tell you guys, like, I do enjoy doing the videos and everything. I really do. Um, yeah, I know what it's like on both sides, being the person that's having their footage done, and then also editing it. So I mean, I get some of these guys are coming from, but question: do you think I should run some poles up the side of the cage and put not a tarp, but a some kind of a cover high above? You won't see it in the camera, but for the winter months, as sort of a shelter, so while you're in the cage, you're not getting rained on. I know it's kind of a dumb question. It's really a dumb question because, of course, everyone's going to say that's a great idea. Yeah, El Giro, he should be fighting soon. I'm getting tired, guys. We should fight in all seasons. Yeah, I know. It sucks fighting in the rain, though, especially if you're going to stand around and watch. But you know what? We did it all last year. We didn't fight in December. That's when we built our cage. Uh, I don't know about the stands and the bleachers thing. I just have people bring pop ups out. Yeah, unless you put it in an angle. So it's like a canvas kind of. You pull it kind of tight, put it like put it at kind of an angle. The water will run off one side of it. You're never fighting in winter again. You just got to get clothing like Crazy Legs has. Well, I mean, we got the you know they're not bleachers, but the things next to the cage from church. Oh, really? Oh, I keep yawning, guys. Sorry. Oh, who do I got? You know, Ben Askren. I knew. I knew that guy couldn't box. I knew he was going to get knocked out. But Tyrone Woodley, he's got some hands. He's got some hands. So don't discredit Jake Paul though. the guy is professionally trained. He's a boxer. He's not dumb. He's he's getting riskier though with the competition that he's asking for. But I think Jake could win this fight. Okay, if Jake wins this fight, will you guys that think he's kind of just not anything, will you guys actually consider him like legit if he actually wins this fight? Jake does have some power. Tyrone, though, what weight class was he? He was like 170, 180, somewhere around there, wasn't he? He was a bigger guy. What was Askren? 155? Oh, 170. So, yeah. Ooh, Reaper, yeah. Oh, they're both 170. Okay. What's up, Abe? So this is what he should do. If Jake Paul wins, he should go fight McGregor, fight Mayweather, and then fight his brother. And then fight Mike Tyson. Tommy Fury. Yeah. Oh, let's see you guys seeing him spinning around trying to hit. Hey, AZ Diablo. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Respect to Arizona. Guys, I'm tired. I'm tired. I got to get up early too, ish. I want Golden Hands to come back. Wait, isn't Tyrone on a losing streak though? I wouldn't worry too much about the height and reach and all that stuff. But no, correct me if I'm wrong. But if he's not, I think he's lost his last few matches. Man, I am peacing out soon. Jake Paul might have a shot at this, guys. I bet you if Jake Paul wins, the conspiracies are going to come out. Like, he paid him. He paid him. Oh, he lost his. So he'll be 0-5. Be 0-5 in his last 5 after this. Everyone hates Jake because of his ego and everything. But he's smart. He's doing all this to make money. He's doing. You got to give him credit for that. I'd take a flop for $1 million or $100 million. But that's MMA. He's not a boxer. I'm not saying that Jake Paul is elite, but it's a different type of sport. That's all Jake Paul trains is boxing. All I'm trying to do is say the guy's got a shot. He wouldn't take the fight if he didn't think he could win. If Jake wanted to fight in the scrapyard, would you let him? And Logan too. I would find some way to let them fight. Yes, whether it be exhibition or something, I would find a way. I can't pass up something like that. That's crazy. But you got to look at these guys' perspectives too. Like, I know a lot of people want to fight them. They're like, well, I'd fight Jake Paul or Logan Paul or whatever. But, you got to look at those guys like, what did they get out of fighting you? Take a fight for 50 G's? Take a dive for 50 G's? That's your price, 50 G's. But if you beat him, man, that's I'd like to get some I'm liking doing this special guest referee thing. Getting some of these guys out here. I want to get Nainoa out here and maybe let him guest referee a little bit. Gumby, Shinigami, special guest referees. Yeah, they would. But I could spar with them. It could just be sparring, man. There's nothing against sparring. No winner announced. It's just like you're in a gym sparring. Yeah, Abe. Me too. Yeah, a little cray cray. Um, but I think he messes around with the guy that we don't mention. That's the only issue. Nerd Rage got some hands. I'd like him to fight Bounty Hunter next, or I'd like to get somebody out to the yard like Nasty Native. Fighter and the Kid. I don't know what that is. Should I look it up? Well, Fighter and the Kid podcast. Oh, he was on Brennan Schaub. I thought his. So I tried to get Brennan. Well, I didn't try to get Brennan Schaub to come out. I got somebody in my group that tried to get Brennan Schaub to come out. He just did a comedy show.
You get full brand on.
He just did a comedy show in Tacoma a few weeks ago. Oh, guys, I'm dying here, man. I gotta go. I'm just sleepy. I'm gonna put out another video tomorrow, though. I'm trying to edit like a bunch of them. That way, I kind of got them on standby. Fire Chicken's tapping out. Better believe that. All right, guys. It's been great talking to you. I hope you guys step in next time I do one of these. And oh, let me look. Let me look. I'll see what I'm going to put out tomorrow. I honestly don't know yet. Let's see, your channel and my channel. Okay. I gotta go into my studio. Okay. So I got No Limit versus, that's the one I'm gonna put out tomorrow. MMA match, No Limit versus Henri. Sorry, I can't. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. And the next day is going to be a kickboxing match between Jabberwocky and Shitbird. Thanks, Dixon. I hope you guys are all subbed. I did a revamp of the channel today. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I changed the banner, I changed our logo, and I changed our unsubscribed and subscribed intro videos. The other one was just outdated. It was super awkward, as all of my stuff was back when I first started. It's all right, Morningstar. You're still around. You're still around. Don't worry about it. It was perceived incorrectly at the time. I'll say that. Night, bro. Been subbed. Thank you. I know I got people that watch me that can't comment on the videos. I do protect my fighters. Somebody comes in and says, this person's trash, they don't belong in a ring, blah, blah, blah. Go back to washing dishes, whatever, like I sometimes block people off the channel. It's gonna be pretty shitty though. It's just like, and then sometimes I'll click on their name and I'll see what other comments they've made on my channel. It's like, man, all you do is make shitty comments about everybody, and you're not subscribed to my channel. It's like, I'm just gonna block you from my channel. You can't comment anymore. That's why some of my videos have thumbs downs, because I took people's voices away from them. But if you don't like the way something goes, you can say that. And if you say it respectfully, whatever. One of my mods might take the comment down, but I'm gonna block you for being respectful. It's just the people that are like, I don't know, like they wouldn't say it to their face. Hey, thanks, Diablo. Thank you so much. I'm really gonna go this time, guys. I'm gonna go straight to bed because I'm tired as fuck. So, with that said, fire chicken out.